When you look at the real numbers, it's honestly shocking. Most Americans don't have an income problem. They have a spending problem. And according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the average American household spends about $79,000 per year. But when you break that down and you look at the data, you start to realize something. What you start to realize is people aren't broke because they don't make enough. They're broke because of silent money leaks that are draining their budget every single month. And guys, you hear this all the time. People calling into the Ramsey show. They make $200,000, $300,000 per year, but they're absolutely broke and they're falling deeper and deeper into credit card debt every single month. So what is going wrong? In this video, I'm going to break down why American spending has gotten out of control. I'm going to bring you the actual data and the actual numbers of what people are spending and what they're spending on. So listen to this stat, guys. The average American family spends about $3,500 per year just in eating out. That's $290 per month in restaurants, Uber Eats, DoorDash. And guys, that number actually felt lower to me than I would have thought. But then you remember, that's just the average. There's a ton of families that are spending over $3,500 just in eating out. And everyone likes to joke online about the $5 per day coffee, but the truth is it actually adds up because the average American spends close to $1,600 per year just on convenience store purchases like coffee, tea, bottled drinks. That can really add up and crush your budget. So some of these stats just continue to blow my mind. Let's talk about impulse purchases. Guys, the average American spends about $1,800 per year on impulse purchases. And Gen Z, I'm a Gen Z guy myself, 26. We spend about $2,500 per year just on impulse purchases. Amazon, clothing items, beauty items. Think about how fast that can add up. And just think about if you took that money and invested it, even invested half of it, how much you'd make over time compared to what you're spending. And guys, this is the most underrated money leak in America. According to CNR research, Americans waste about $800 per year in unused subscriptions, and about 1 in 3 people don't know how many subscriptions they have. Think about it. Disney, Netflix, ESPN, Hulu. There's so many streaming services and a lot of people don't use them each month, and that's money that's draining their bank account every single month, and that money could be going to better use. And another thing that blows my mind is that 51% guys of Americans making over $100,000 are still living paycheck to paycheck. And you want to know why that is, right? You hear it all the time. It's lifestyle creep. If you have one takeaway from this video, it's this: avoid lifestyle creep. If you get a raise, right? If you're working a job and you get a raise, stash that money away, invest it into cash producing assets, and let those fund your lifestyle. Don't just go ahead and spend it right away. Take a portion of it, you could spend it, but stock that money away, guys. It is going to be so crucial for you, for your long-term financial future, and your future self will thank you. And guys, according to Experian Automotive, these car stats just blew my mind. The average new car payment, do you know what it is? It's close to $750 per month. That is just mind-boggling. And the average used car payment is about $500. And this is probably the biggest mistake that I see with people in their 20s, right? I'm 26, like I mentioned. I only buy used cars and I only buy them in cash. So many people out there want the new car. They want the high-end used car. Guys, if you can reduce that car payment from your budget every single month, that is such a game changer, because think about how much you bring in, right? Let's say your income's $5,000, $6,000 per month. If you have a car payment that's $500 or $700 per month, that is eating away your income. Don't do it. And guys, the average American is spending about $13,500 per year just on transportation costs. And that number is increasing every single year. Just think about how high that is. And if you take eating out, snacks, coffee, impulse spending, subscriptions, transportation, and you combined all of those, that's over $21,000 every single year that you're spending. And that's just the average, right? Some people are spending $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on all of those things because Americans have a spending problem. So I just laid out some pretty shocking data, and a lot of YouTubers are doing this, but then they don't offer any practical advice for how you can get ahead and combat these effects. Well, on this channel, Dividends Indoors, we focus on investing in stocks and real estate. So let me just share a few quick things so you can get ahead with your money instead of falling behind. The number one thing that you can do right now to combat this is have a written budget to where you're spending less than you make and you're investing something every single month. Guys, I don't do some fancy app for my budget. All I do is I go into the notes section of my iPhone, I lay out what my costs are, what I'm bringing in, and I always have a surplus because I plan my expenses. So many people don't do this. So many people will spend over what they make every single month and they'll fall into credit card debt. We don't want to do that. But even if you could just find a surplus of $200, $300 in your budget every single month, I know it's hard, but even if you could just do that and put it into a Roth IRA, a 401k, guys, over time that money is going to compound if you invest it smartly. Don't fall into the spending traps that so many Americans are falling into, especially around holiday season. Control your spending. Be smart financially and follow this channel for more tips. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm out.